So the other night I had a kind of fun, kooky, wacky idea. What if I could put a Gigabit Ethernet card in my Beige Power Macintosh G3?
Now, if you've watched my videos before, especially the one with the zip drive, you probably know what my Beige G3 looks like, but I will insert a picture of it just to make sure that you know. So I got to reading and I went on to low-end Mac, which I am usually on, and I found that the most compatible Gigabit Ethernet card for the Mac is the TrendNET TEG-PCITXR, and I will put a picture of that on the screen. So TrendNET does not supply drivers for Mac OS 9. So where do you get them?
Well, every Mac has a link, and I will put that link in the description for you. And the card cost me about $15 on eBay. So there is another card from another vendor, operator Headgap's Mac Resale store, and they do sell a Gigabit Ethernet card for Mac OS 8.6, 9, and 10 for $24.77 with a driver CD. And there will be a link in the description.
There's really no reason to do it. The Beige G3 has 10BASE-T, but when you're trying to move files from your computer, especially me as an old man, I have to go upstairs and I have to move everything around. So here's the driver. I downloaded it from Low-End Mac's link, RTL8169X, and you use this AppleScript to install it. And the thing you have to know is it is in a stuffed archive, or a zipped archive, I should say. And you have to take the folder out of the unstuffed folder and put it on the desktop. Otherwise, this will not work. So just to give you a heads up. So I've already done a lot of the hard work here. I have both of my Ethernet ports hooked up, and you can do that on a Mac. It's not a problem. So I have both Ethernet ports hooked up, and I'm going to give you a demonstration with a file that I'm going to download from my Mac upstairs. I have my FTP server running, and I will use Fetch because it has speeds, and we'll go from there. So let's launch Fetch. And it's my iMac upstairs, and I have already logged in with my keychain, so it's already good. So here's what you need to do. You need to go to the control panels and go to Apple Talk first. Now, just to show you that I'm in the up and up, we're on Ethernet built-in, but there is another port, Ethernet slot B1. Now I could change that, but what I want to do is I want to download this file and show you how long it's going to take. The next thing you have to do is, if you want to get out on the internet or talk to your other Macs any other way, you have to go to TCP/IP. So right now I'm on B1, but I'm going to change it to Ethernet built-in. And you don't have to change anything here. You just go ahead and save it. Okay, so there is a file in my Classic Mac folder under Disk Images and Classic, and it is a toast image for RISC. So I gotta find it first. So RISC-2 toast. It is 272 megabytes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it off to the desktop and copy it. And right now our file transfer is about 750, 850 megabytes per second. Or actually, not megabytes, kilobytes. So and the time left is about 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video here, and when we've got a little time left, I will come back and I will show you what's up. Okay, so that took all of about 5 minutes, and the transfer was roughly 785 kilobytes per second. So what I've done now is I have unhitched the cable from my switch down here. It's a gigabit switch. My machine upstairs is a gigabit iMac, and it may or may not fall back to the slowest speed on the network. Since the G3 is 10 base T, I don't want the connection to go any slower than it already is. So what we're going to do now is let's go back here to control panels, and we're going to change AppleTalk to our slot B1. And it takes a minute for AppleTalk to get its bearings. And then once we do that, we can save it. And then we're going to do the same thing with TCP/IP. And that's good. All right. So now I'm going to quit fetch and come back. And I can quit picture 2. Now that's the speeds for the last transfer. So keep that in mind. Let's do that. And I allow that. Say OK. We're hooked back up. We're going to go to Classic Mac. Disk images, classic, and we're going to download RISC again. Oh, look at that. All of a sudden we are 5 megabytes per second. Well, that was at the top, but it's still 2 megabytes per second. So in about a minute and a half to go. So I'm going to let it run. And I might speed it up for you. I might end it here. I don't know. I don't want to mess up my capturing. But this is much easier to take. So once we're done here, I'll let you know what we're doing on the channel. We surpassed 300 subscribers. Thank you very much, all the people who have subscribed. I really appreciate it. We're not trying to make money here. We're trying to help people out with their old Macs. So that's what we do. So about 15 seconds to go. And I like that. I like that a heck of a lot better. So much easier to take. 3 megabytes per second. Stuffit was going to try to unstuff again. All right, so 3.8 megabytes per second. Much better. So I think that was successful. So like I said, I will leave the links in the description box below the video. And as far as anything else is concerned, you know, what's coming up on the channel, the last part of the iMac series is going to show up. The video is terrible, and I'm working really hard on trying to make it better. But I don't like it, so you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. If you're wondering how I captured this video, I have a StarTech VGA to HDMI converter box going into an Elgato Game Capture HD into my MacBook Air. And that seems to work pretty well. Best quality capture I can get. I can't do a capture with a screen capture program. That just won't work. So hopefully in the future we can do more of these, and we can do some hints and tricks videos and how AppleTalk worked and things like that. That's what I'm mainly trying to do, because a lot of these technologies have been forgotten. And when you were a guru like me, a guru, G-U-R-U, guru, when you were a guru like me back in the 90s, it's kind of hard, especially, you know, I think I've forgotten more than I ever knew. So this is cool, and I'm telling my 39-year-old self to go jump in the lake because now I have a Beige G3, which is a machine that I always wanted, and 3 iMacs. So, but that being said, thank you for watching. If you like this video, like it, thumbs up, whatever you do. If you don't like it, thumbs down. I don't care. Like and comment. Keep your comments civil. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. Have a great day, everybody.